everybody, this is Roger in Kansas City, and here we are back on the moon. I don't often do moon videos, but I came across this today while I was taking a respite from Mars, and I have never seen this picture. I have never seen anybody do anything on this. Wait till you get a load of this. Okay, this is a NASA photograph from Apollo 16. The number of it is AS16-106-17340. I went to the NASA website itself, and they don't have a picture of it on the NASA website, but this is a description of it by NASA. This is John Young being photographed, and he is using tongs and a rake, and he's raking up the moon. And the person taking his picture is Charles M. Duke Jr. Okay, let's go back to this. And it also says there's a bunch of boulders and the lunar rover in the background. Okay, well, the lunar rover, I think, is in the background with a bunch of boulders. You can see right back here, there's a bunch of stuff back here. Oh, look at those boulders. La, 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 boulders. And hey, there's the lunar rover. You can see it from here. Okay, let's stop right there for a second. There's lunar rover. You can see the little dish on there, and there's a wheel and stuff. Well, let's take a little bit closer look, and we're moving on in, and we're a little blurred out about right there, and well, there you are. And let's just sort of just scan through here. Okay, and that's basically that. Well, let's look a little bit closer, shall we? I did some editing, and I took a little bit closer look where that rover is. So here's the same picture. Things are just darkened up a bit, and the contrast is a little more contrastier. Let's look at that boulder behind the rover for just a moment. Let's zero in on this, shall we? Oh, look. Okay, and there's a boulder. If you look dead center of that boulder, there is a number 7 on that boulder. Okay, pointer. Here it is. Number 7. There's also some markings on this side, and we're going to look a little more closely here in a moment. And here's the rover, and this is what appears to be an astronaut, because you can see a helmet, a torso, you can see a leg and a foot coming down. These are not the seats. I have gone back and forth looking at pictures of the rover, and you don't have anything hanging down the side that looks like a leg and a foot. Okay, so I went ahead and I'm using some high technology here. Here's a magnifying glass. All right. As you can see, there's the number 7. See, it's bigger now. Smaller, bigger. There's somebody sitting on that rover. And let's look a little bit to the left here. And do you see on the horizon, and I'm going to try to focus just a little bit more, and I do have another edited version coming up, but that looks to me like a space shuttle or something that flies around. There's a nose cone, there's a windshield, there's a fuselage, there's a tail, and it's kind of parked over there in the, I guess, the domed habitat parking area off to the side there. This also looks like it's flat on the bottom, and it's elevated on some sort of legs, because you can see underneath this thing, and if you look at where my little pointer is, that looks to me like a ladder coming down. Okay, now this portion here, that is not part of the rover. That is something else, and we'll take a look at the next edit. Let's bring this up. Here comes the next edit. Here we go. And I'm off to the side of the picture with my camera, so I don't get any reflection, because I'm so close to the screen right now. But let's just zoom in, shall we? And let's kind of... Okay, now this is a little different. This is a picture of a video I took of it, because I can get some really cool shots. If you look at it's the same thing. It looks very shiny on here, and I think it is a very shiny object. You can still pick up the number 7, and you can still see the writing on this side. But there's a little bit more going on. Let me zoom out. Okay, that's good. You see that's definitely an H over here, and there's some numbers over here, I hit the camera. Let's look at our spaceship for just a moment. And now, wait till you see this. Let me pull out just for a second. Thanks for bearing with me. This is something I don't often do. Okay, here's my magnifying glass. This thing right here has a person in it. That looks like a woman to me. And also, if you can see underneath, there's the letter H, and it looks like 2 L's. There's also, if you see up here, there's the letter H. That looks like the number 2929 something. That looks like that. Again, HLL. Does H stand for habitat? Is this habitat 7 that they were really staying at when they got there on the moon? I think, you know, this is an actual photograph, a NASA photograph. So they say it is. Let's look at that habitat a little more closely. I know this is a little pixelated, but it looks like we're picking up quite a bit of metallicness. It almost looks like an igloo shape, and I'm not sure, but that looks like it's like a little extension. That could be like an entrance where you enter into the structure itself. But then maybe that's not a ladder, maybe it is underneath. But it looks like a void underneath for sure. And it also looks, let me see here. On the other picture we can see the astronaut better than we can see him here, but we can see some definite definition that we can't see on the other pic. And while I'm here, and I just don't know what this is, I can't make this out, but this little thing here, I don't know if that's a mad alien or a statue, or that could be a rock. That's not a rock? That could be a rock. Okay. So, but I think this is a very interesting video. Extremely interesting. It warrants a lot more looking at. I have looked at this quite a bit before I started making the video. But let's take a look at the second picture one more time. There's a lot more on here that I'm not covering at the moment. But this is bizarre, and I cannot believe I've never seen this on any of the moon videos, because I've seen every last one of them for sure. While I'm up here, that looks like a very distorted version of the little spaceship off to the left of the habitat. But I'd just like to point out, with my little pointer here, that most rocks don't have a little tube going from one rock to another. That looks like a very obliqued out windshield to me, and this could be just have been totally changed somehow. But I'll be doing more on that. Alrighty, well, ain't that something? You don't see that every day. So there we are. There's your little house on the moon prairie, and I think they got some extra people up there in Habitat 7, and I think that's maybe they keep moon babes up there. That's a good reason to go to the moon if you ask me. Anyway, well, I hope you like this video. It certainly took some doing to put this one together. Tell your friends. I think this one really ought to be looked at. This should be really looked at hard. This is an actual NASA photograph. The numbers are on there. I'll put it on the description. And there you are. So anyway, I do hope you enjoyed that video, and I do hope you're having a nice day wherever you are. And I hope that the moon babe there in the habitat is also having a nice day up there on the moon. And maybe she'll come visit me in her little moon ship. Well, anyway, this picture's from, I don't know, the early 70s, so she's, I don't know, she's probably old as my mom now. Well, anyway, I'm digressing. So that's that. That's the moon video, and I'll probably be putting more of this together for sure. This is Roger in Kansas City. Thank you for watching, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.